feels like an ambush. Why in the world would he come to meet with Trump? And to use a mafia reference, it feels like he got sent for. I mean, I just can't make sense of why he would entertain a meeting with this orange fool.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
All right, let's go to Mike in Maryland. Mike in Maryland, welcome. Hey.
Karen, how you doing? I love the show. Love Clay Kane. You guys are fantastic. Listen, I need you to make sense of something for me.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I were talking earlier today when we heard that Mandami was coming down here to the D.C. area. It feels like an ambush. Why in the world would he come to meet with Trump? And to use a mafia reference, it feels like he got sent for. I mean, I just can't make sense of why he would entertain a meeting with this orange fool.
Okay. How much money does New York City receive from the federal government, federal funds?
A lot.
Okay. I know the amount, $7.4 billion. Now, is this current sitting president petty?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is he small?
Very.
Is he immature? Is he a child?
Yes and yes.
Okay. Would he withhold the $7.4 billion that was earmarked for New York City? Because it was earmarked, right? Would he withhold it because he's petty, small, childish?
I think he could attempt to, yes.
Okay. Well, listen, there was money earmarked, paid for SNAP. He was told by several judges, the courts, to release the money, and he kept appealing to not release the money, even though the money was in the budget and it was there to give the people their $6 a day for food. He refused to do it. I was critical of Gretchen Whitmer for going and meeting with the president from Big Gretch from Michigan. I was wrong to criticize her because, again, it showed my political immaturity to not understand this woman represents an entire state that needs the federal funds to take care of her constituents. That's what she was elected to do. So she went there to get her money. And she also recognizes that this is a small, petty, tiny, immature man who also likes his ego stroke. So part of that was also she's playing chess. Again, these politicians are not our friends. They're there for our rights and resources. So Mamdani has been elected mayor of all of New York City, which has a budget that needs to be filled, and $7.4 billion of those dollars must come from the federal government. If he says, no, I'm not going to meet with this man, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, what could happen anyway? I mean, even if he does go and meet
could.
with this man.
It could. But I'm going to say Mamdani's he's a pretty savvy young man. He's got the gift of gab, that eye smile that he does. And this president is very, very susceptible to flattery. And I'm going to suspect that he's going to come near and charm the diaper off of Don. I think he's going to do that. And I think he's going to get the $7.4 billion that he needs to run this damn biggest city in the country, one of the biggest cities in the world. That money's needed, and New York City has, a lot of people. There's a lot of people in New York City. Oh, is it 10, 12 million people? There's a lot of people in New York City, and they're going to need to have the resources because the knock is going to be this man doesn't know how to run the city. So it's not like he went off to Israel, or it's not that he went off to France or Turkey the way Eric Adams did. He's going to meet with the president who holds the purse strings right now and who's a very petty, small man. I'm going to reserve my ire for Mamdani, and I'm going to reserve the angst that I hear you have, and I would normally have that, but I've been proven wrong on this, so I want to sit and wait and see what he does, because again, it's politics, right? Like it's not relationships, not dating, it's politics.
I hear you, Karen, but at what point are you beholden
We're all beholden. Unfortunately, we're in a country where we're right now held hostage. I feel like a hostage. I feel like I'm being held hostage in this country right now. And I would, if I spoke Spanish, and even as a black woman, I'm uncomfortable about driving around the country because I love to drive. I'm uncomfortable about going to certain states. I'm uncomfortable about the way in which people are moving. I love my little bubble that I'm in, but if I want to travel about this vast country of ours, I'm not comfortable with the ICE people, with the masks and all. Like it, I feel like we're a hostage in a hostage situation, and I'm holding my breath and doing everything in my power to make sure that the midterms we show up in numbers that they can't cheat their way out of, and they still may cheat, and they still may stop the election from happening because this is the world that we're in. But as long as we can fight, we got to use every tool in the toolbox. And if making sure you get the money for your city is one of the things by showing up, and poor Gretchen Whitmer, she tried to cover her face and do everything. But you know what she did? She got that money for Michigan. She was able to, you know what she was able to do? Make sure her people in Michigan were fed when the government was shutting down. She was able to release money. So I can't sit here in good faith and rage out on this man being summoned, and I would want him to give him the middle finger, but that's not politically smart. You just got elected. You need to get some stuff done in New York to prove your bona fides and that you earned the people's trust. I can't say that, yes, I would love to do that. And I might do that, which is why I would never run for public office, because I'm not wired that way. I'm not a politician. I can't turn it on and off. It is what it is. It's going to always be this. So I'm not equipped to play that game, to smile in people's faces and kiss babies when, this is not who I am. But that's what they elected, a politician. Mamdani is a politician. And while I like that he has poked a finger in the face of the establishment, I am not deluded into thinking that he is anything more than a politician. Mike?
Love the civic lesson, Karen. Love the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It doesn't make me feel any better, but I appreciate it.
Your feelings don't matter. And I'm not saying your feelings don't matter, but you don't even know Mamdani. Are you friends with? I mean, it's like we don't know this man, and we have to get out of the habit of, again, deifying people. I feel like we did ourselves a disservice with how we did not hold Barack Obama to more account for the things that we needed to get done in this country. And we just didn't, because we didn't want to put any pressure on him. But that's what he is there to do. They're there for our rights and resources. We needed a whole lot of things that we didn't demand anything. And we were just happy, and we can't be happy now. I'm happy he got elected. I'm excited about the possibilities. I'm also very sober that this politics is not, it shouldn't be emotional. We shouldn't be emotional about our politicians. We should be pragmatic about our politicians. We should elect people who are going to get things done. And they ain't got to be sexy. They don't have to have clapbacks. They don't have to have alliterative phrases that they are able to gather people and snatch edges. We don't need them to snatch edges. We need them to deliver rights and resources, money and rights. This is what we need. Okay. And I don't care. You could be the most boring person in the world. You don't have to, tell people you IDAGF. I don't care. All the acronyms in the world don't matter. We need to get stuff done. And if you live in New York, you should want that. 866-801-8255. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Farmer Mike in Florida. You got some thoughts on it? Hey.
Hey, guys. How you doing, Karen?
I'm great. Awesome. Actually.
Thank you. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And I love the show. I love Urban View.
Thank you.
I'm a long time listener. Long time with the great Joe Madison. I miss him so much, but
yes.
Hey, we got to keep moving on.
Yes.
But anyway, here's my view. Okay, Mamdani, I can understand why he's going to the White House, but here's the thing. He needs not to drink the water, don't eat the food. When he gets back to New York, make sure he gets a physician and get a checkup.
Yeah,
because I don't trust.
Here's the thing.
President Donald Trump.
Here's the thing. I promise you, with everything that I know, Farmer Mike, they do something to Zohran Mandami. That man hasn't even sworn in yet. You make him a martyr, and all hell's gonna break loose in this country. That's the last thing they want to do. And maybe I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Uh-huh. It would be the absolute upending. It would be the end of all the things that they think they want to do, that would be a thing that they would not be able to come back from.
Right, and not only that, Mr. Mandani is the way the world's actually turning to all over the world. Young people are stepping up, and
yes,
they want a better way.
Come on,
and,
you see Mexico, Nepal,
yes.
and
yes.
just like, and I'm only making the comparison because it is, I think, poignant. When Barack Obama, I think he was in Germany, and like 300,000 people show. I mean, it was like crazy, the global impact and the killing of oh my goodness, why am I blanking on his name? The killing of George Floyd was a global shot heard around the world. It did something around the world. It was global. You do something to this man right now, it's going to be global. It's going to be the worst thing. So I'm not concerned about his health and safety, even though it sounds cute to make the jokes. Yeah. But go ahead, Farmer Mike. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I pray for our people, and I hope things go well for the country. But like I said, we're going to keep going forward and never give up the fight, because it's a new day, and people got to keep that faith that things are going to get better, because things will get better.
Yeah. Or they may get worse. I mean, I'm sorry to be this person today. I'm going to be this person tomorrow as well. But, we have a lot of nice sayings. But a lot of the sayings that we have, they undermine the reality that we have to live through. This notion that the Lord will provide, which I hear a lot. But then I think faith without deeds is foolish. So that's what I live by. So we have to do something. If you want something to be different, you have to do something to make it different. It's not going to happen through osmosis. It's not going to just happen because we wish it to happen. So people did something in New York. They showed up in numbers that they hadn't shown up in like 100 years. Like it was an epic event of a turnout in an off presidential election for Zohran Mandami to win. That's what it requires, right? Something unusual, something different than what we've been doing. And having the platitudes and the sayings and things are not going to get us the rights and resources that we all deserve to have as citizens of this world, not just of this country. We're going to have to do something. And it starts with you, right? You don't just get better health because you wish for it. You're going to have to do something. Your money's not just because you played the lotto and you do your scratch offs, you ain't hitting. I'm just going to tell you right now. But if you do something, you might actually get there in 10 years, the place that you think you want to be right now. But it requires some planning, some thought, some intentionality, and some different choices that you have to make. Let's not abdicate our power to the ether, to the wishing and the hoping, to the praying. Praying is good. But without the deeds, it's foolish.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.